for your play-by-play for the Abby Canucks. You've got it locked in the line change. A Vancouver Canucks podcast.
Is Jannik Hansen onto something, or has he officially lost his mind? Well, Canucks Nation, welcome back to the Line Change, a Vancouver Canucks podcast. We've been tracking every Tyler Myers rumor under the sun, but Hansen just threw a massive wrench into the rebuild conversation. While management is looking to move the veteran Myers for a second-round pick, Hansen is looking at the bigger picture. He's suggesting the Canucks should do the unthinkable, do something that's not even on their radar. And that's trade Filip Hronek. Is Hronek really untouchable, or is he the golden ticket to a real Vancouver Canucks rebuild? Let's break down what quite possibly could be the boldest take of the season. Now, Hansen appeared on Canucks Central recently and basically said, enough with the minor moves. His logic, Tyler Myers is actually more serviceable than people give him credit for, especially as a veteran presence for the young guys. But Hronek is the asset that actually nets you a haul. We're talking a first-round pick plus potentially a high-end prospect or prospects. Now, Hansen's point is simple. If you want assets to kickstart a rebuild, you trade your most valuable veteran asset. For him, that's Hronek. He even doubled down, saying he'd be shocked if Hronek was named captain, citing his reluctance to be the face of the franchise with the media. It's a complete 180 from what we're hearing from the front office, of course. Now compare that to Jim Rutherford on the 100% Hockey podcast. Rutherford was asked point blank if Hronek was off the table. His answer? Yeah, 100%. Management sees Hronek as a cornerstone. Not only is he untouchable, but he's also a top candidate to become the next captain of the Vancouver Canucks. Rutherford loves the leadership Hronek brings off the ice and that warrior mentality on the ice. So we have a massive divide here. A former player calling for a bold asset play and a front office that views the player as a foundational leader. So that begs the question, who's right? Well, let's look at the facts. When Vancouver got Hronek, it cost them a first and a second. His value has likely only gone up since then. If the Canucks are truly serious about a rebuild, and we've seen plenty of comments from you guys saying that the team needs to ship them all out or commit to the draft, then Hronek is exactly the type of player you move to get those elite picks back. However, if you trade him, you're left with a massive hole on the blue line that Tyler Myers simply can't fill, obviously, long term. Is the captaincy talk just a way to pump up his value, or is management genuinely building around him, especially with the departure of Quinn Hughes? Now, and this is just something that I thought of, are the Canucks not wanting to move Hronek because they want him to be the next captain, and they just don't have a backup plan for a captain? I mean, they feel as though he's the best candidate, and they're not actually looking at anyone or see anyone else as a good candidate. Sure, you've got the likes of Garland, but his future is uncertain, at least in Vancouver. Besser, yes, but is he captain material? You've got Petey. Well, we won't even go there on that one. Other than that, you really don't have anyone else. Myers, we don't know what his future is uncertain now, so that kind of rules Myers out unless he ends up staying. But other than that, it's literally Hronek is the only one. Now, this is where I need to hear from you. Are the Canucks playing it too safe by keeping Hronek as a untouchable, or do you side with Jannik Hansen? Should we shop Hronek while his value is at an all-time high? I know he has the no-move clause, but we know there are ways to work around that no-move clause and whatnot. But drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Is he the next captain, or should he be the next big trade piece? And do you guys agree with Jannik Hansen that if this team really wants to rebuild and acquire draft capital, assets, elite picks, then Hronek has right now, you're going to get the most value out of anyone on this roster if you deal Filip Hronek. He's going to net you the most value that you can possibly get. Like we said, probably a first-round pick, some elite high-end prospects. Let me know in the comment section down below, would you trade Filip Hronek if it meant getting a first-round pick back and some elite prospects? Give me a yes or a no in the comment section down below. And hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the line change. And be sure to have your notifications turned on so you don't miss any more in-depth analysis of your Vancouver Canucks. And before we do our quick little sponsor read, I just want to bring up the NHL betting odds for today as well. Give me 1 sec so I can pull this up. Also, this whole thing with Jannik Hansen, there is an article about it. I'll leave it in the description down below for you guys to read yourselves, and you guys can decide yourselves what you guys think. But here we go. Let me just expand this for you guys. So here are the betting odds for today, March the 3rd. You have the Vegas Golden Knights and the Buffalo Sabres. The Vegas Golden Knights are at a -205 on the puck line, a +105 total, and a +124 on the money line. Then you have the Buffalo Sabres, who are at a +170, -125, and a -148. Pittsburgh Penguins and the Boston Bruins. Penguins are a -250, a +100, and a +100 on the money line. Bruins are a +205, -120, and a -120. Then you have the Utah Mammoth and the Capitals. Mammoth are a -250, +105. And then you have the Capitals at a +205 and a -125. Then you have the Florida Panthers and the New Jersey Devils, a +225 on the Panthers and a -120, and then a -110 on the money line. You have the Devils at a -278, +100, and then a -110 on the money line as well. Predators, Blue Jackets, -218, +100, and a +114. Blue Jackets are a +180, a -120, and a -135. Then you have the Blackhawks and Jets, -198, -120, and a +136. The Jets are a +164, +100, and a -162. Then you have the Senators and the Oilers, which is always a great matchup between these two rivals. You have a -230, a -125, and a +105. And the Oilers are a +190, +105, and a -125. You have the Flames and Stars. Stars are a +190, -112, and a -135. Flames are a -230, -108, and a +114. There are more games as well, as you guys can see here. And also, just a note, these odds are subject to change. So just so you guys are aware of that. Now I want to shout out and thank my sponsor, DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is built for the fastest game on ice. With player props and live betting, every shift, every shot, every save gives you options to get in on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN, that's code THPN, to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois, 21 plus in most states. Void in Ontario, restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which will expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. Copyright 2026 NHL, all rights reserved. This video has been a presentation of both DraftKings Sportsbook as well as the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to check out the network for your favorite podcast covering your favorite team at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com, the home of hockey podcasts, where it's every team, everywhere. Once again, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more daily coverage as we count down towards the trade deadline. Once again, also drop your comments down below. Give me a yes or a no if you would trade Filip Hronek to acquire a first-round pick and some elite assets or big assets. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next line change.